a question about Jokon, you both were anchors at one point of time in an extremely popular musical show, and
Right.
and do y'all have any plans of making it back to the audiovisual, like with so many OTT platforms, with so many movies happening, so
Well,
much of content around music?
you see, times were very different back then. It was so long ago. I mean, I was only 19 years old when
Yes,
when I hosted Sarigama,
yes.
and you know, and it was a different world for Aman Bhai and me, because I mean, we grew up in an atmosphere and a certain. I mean, our world was different. Let's just put it that way. Like I was not someone who grew up listening to say film songs, for example, and not because I mean it's a beautiful world of film songs, but it was just not on my menu. Let's just put it that way. But Sarigama made me, you know, listen to so much of, you know, songs from that world. We got to interact with, you know, all the great legends like O.P. Nayyar Sahab,
Right.
S. Janki ji, so many artists who belong to the Indian film industry, and then we had to speak in Shudh Hindi and all of that. So it was quite something. But you see, back then it was literally a talent show. The whole reality TV quotient was not part of it, which is part of life now. You know, I mean, nothing nowadays happens without that whole reality quotient around it. So it was a long time ago. It was a great experience. We did what, I think 3 seasons, and then after that it was difficult because, you know, our performing careers were also, by God's grace, uh, you know, it had
But is
taken
there
a
any plan
certain.
to kind of make it back to the audiovisual? Because এখন so much of content is happening around music and
Right,
there
right.
are,
I mean, I'm sure something interesting can happen. You can do a lot of things now, but the kind of offers that kept coming in over the period of time, they weren't things Aman Bhai and I could really do,
okay,
because beyond a point, you know, you have to be, you have to know where you want to go.
true.
As important it is that, you know, you should know where you're coming from, and
ठीक.
it's even more important to know where you want to go. You know, so that I think we were very clear about. Even with our collaborations, I mean, you know, there was a time when there were more requests coming in for more collaborative stuff. Lekin, you know, that was a decision we had to take, that we uh, saw to it that we were leaning more towards our classical concerts
Right.
in numbers, and then that is okay. It's like a musical flirtation. It's also a part of who you are. But then we were very clear that we want to be known as Indian classical musicians.